I'm literally sitting at the door because I have no floor space. But this is a Miele Cat Dog 6000 in for a service from quite an important client. It's, well, not scabby, but it's used. It looks like it's been dragged on its side. Typical of these little Mieles. But yeah, fairly tidy. Has had a new turbo head. The old one broke seemingly. Bit annoying because I would have been able to fix the old one, but hey. If we look inside, genuine Miele bag, which is refreshing to see. And actually, now this is warm because it's been in a car all day. I was thinking, hang on, it's been used, but no, it's been in a car all day. That was quite stiff. But this gets replaced every 6 months, seemingly. They have a dog, and seemingly it works. I find them alright, but for these guys it works. This bag is pretty full. And actually, everything else is done properly. I mean, that filter could do with being changed, but for once people aren't stuffing air clean filters in there and doubling filters. This one is actually maintained, so credit to the owners. Let's stuff this bag in for now. I'm not putting a new one in yet. Oh, that just spewed dust everywhere. Let's have a look at the turbo head now. I think this might be used on hard floors because it's a bit crusty and the squeegee's all wrinkly, which happens if it's used on floors, I find. That's a newer turbo head, so in theory it should work excellently anyway. It's missing the fuse cover, that can be sorted. Let's plug it in and see what happens. I'm told it works. Wow. Wow. Motor bearings are a wee bit whiny on it, and that's a bit rattly. Probably just got hay in it, but actually, pretty perfect. I think it just blew dust out. So we'll have to get to the bottom of that. If I could get this filter out, it would be helpful. Yeah, that's been replaced. I just haven't pressed the little strip. If we take this out, you can actually see if you've got dust in your machine by flicking it on. Yep, nice cloudy dust flew out there, don't know if you saw it. And actually the switch thing works, which is a nice refreshing thing. Yeah, all in all, it's one of these machines that's well looked after, but you know, it's just a bit dirty and needs a clean. That's not going to close without a bag in it. Yeah, I shall update you on how we get on once it's cleaned up. Well, the Miele 6000 Cat Dog has been serviced. It looks alright. It's pretty rough. Well, not rough, but it has been dragged on its side there. So it's only not ever going to look great. The turbo head cleaned up well, a wee bit scuffed. But yeah, nice and clean in there. It was pretty greasy and full of dog hair, this, despite it being a new one. The hole is also cleaned up lovely. That's a wee bit damaged, but seemingly they don't ever put the tools on because they fall off. Inside we have a brand new carbon filter on the owner's request. New bag, one of the older ones, but nice and big instead of the wee 3D ones. There's a new filter in there too. And there's also a fuse cover on it now. Let's actually stuff that bag in properly. Yeah, it all works very well. When I spoke to them, I gave them a lecture about using this on hard floors because it was all greasy and full of grease basically from my kitchen floor. There's not much else to say really. It worked very well when we got it, but let's see if it still works well. Their hose whistles a bit, and it's a notoriously common fault on these type of hoses. I'm actually quite fortunate my C3 hose doesn't whistle like that. And And he said, oh, wait, I thought we had a split in the pipe. I said, no, your hose is fine, there's no splits in it. He said, oh, because you can sometimes hear it whistling. Then I realised he was talking about this there. So I would personally leave it, because if you try and glue it or whatever, you're going to lose the swivel action. You could put, I think Tom put Sugru in his that kind of gluey stuff. But again, you would probably lose your swivel, although that ain't swivels, so whatever, if it bothers you that much, I suppose you could. The only thing I've left to do is actually give the cable a wee wipe, just freshen it up a bit. So yeah, it's making me want one of these for myself now. I had a 6000 and I had a C2 that was brand new, the blue one. But I want a 6000 cat and dog now. There's just something about them. My auntie had one. Got another one in for a service as well, actually. I don't know if I'll film it. It's just unit only. Quite a strange one. I think somebody else has been at it before, because it's a 6000 cat and dog, the same as this, 2000 watt, but the sticker says 1200 watt and the PCB is 1200 watt, and I'm going to guess it's got a 1200 watt motor in it, so maybe somebody's been at it. It's got a broken switch actuator and it's got something glued in it to try and fix it, but it didn't work. That's where I come in, etc. Anyway, maybe I will make a video of that one. Yeah, thanks for watching this video anyway. Hope the owner's happy. I bet he will be. Dead impressed by me. Who isn't?